shorter questions of the week. So there were two. One, I'm kind of going to integrate with the last topic we bring up today, which is your presidential updates. So the first one was a question this week, and they asked, what do you find to be a problem in America, political or not, that people don't talk about? So, and I don't think this is something that's not talked about or that hasn't been addressed, but I don't think the severity of it is, really respected per se.
Mm-hmm.
And that is obesity. And it doesn't mean that I'm not saying we need to be fat shamers or anything of the sort.
We'd like to be healthy.
But we need to move towards healthier trends, and that goes as far as the products we allow in our food, the food labels, the overall
Regulating it.
push towards fitness. Yeah, you see a lot of these European countries. Everyone goes overseas and they talk about how the fast food establishments, they're like fresh ingredients and it actually tastes really good, and it's kind of like it's good dining. And obviously not what you see here with your, McDingles and Burger King and whatnot. So I think that that's something politicians need to push more, because it is a problem. It kills a lot of people each year. It develops a lot of health problems, which in turn, ends up costing people medical bills. And it's something that I don't think is taken as seriously as it should. That's my...
To add on to yours, it's actually something that I've also kind of been invested in for a while, but more with regards to the education side of it, because it starts when children spend most of their time in school. And recently, in the past couple decades, physical education has basically been reduced to nothing in elementary schools.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes zero sense to me. My dad was a physical education teacher, and he taught me, and I love physical education, and it's good for you. It is statistically or scientifically proven that it helps students learn to just get out and do something active throughout the day. So that's one thing. The other thing is, it's actually been done in Canada a bit, but not to the extent it could be, is a lot of kids eat through school, and it could be way healthier.
Oh, yes.
School regulating educational things for that is a big thing that government should try to do. Obviously, the person in charge of education federally right now will not do anything. But it's definitely something that needs to be talked about, like you're saying, because there's avenues that the government can go down to fix it.
Yes. Yeah, it's 100%. And it is, we talk about all the time, politics is everywhere. And this is one of those areas where most people don't see it there. But it is. And, credit to Michelle Obama. I have my disagreements with the administration itself, but that was her whole campaign, was promoting health, good eating and exercise. 100%. That's a great campaign to run as a first lady. First ladies are known for doing some of those campaigns, basically kind of trying to rally people around one idea. And I thought that was a great idea because, quite honestly, the trends aren't great in this country, and the food industry is in it for the profit. So if they can cut corners, they're going to cut corners. And like you talked about, there's education policy as well. I mean, I remember growing up, school lunches, I basically threw all the shittiest food I could
find.
Fries,
cookies right after.
Yeah, exactly.
Not saying they're not delicious, but you could definitely
wonderful.
You could definitely curb that a little bit. Our kids spend most of their time there.
Yeah, so great question this week. It's probably a little bit different of an answer than you expected, but
I actually have also one for that question too. And it's one that has kind of gotten pushed back. It was talked about a lot in recent years, but lately has not been brought up that much. And that is, it's on a more municipality level or state level, police reform. Because that's kind of gotten pushed in the dark, and this is not a blue lives, black lives thing. I have wanted to be a police officer in my life. I have interned with the police department. I just think it is an actual area of government that could use a reform and an in-depth look at how to better carry out their jobs. Because look, they do a great job. They protect you, they protect everyone. But I think definitely a conversation could be brought back up about it, about how they could better do it or be better trained, and
Yes.
that would definitely help the government. And yeah, I think that should definitely be brought back up for discussion, because I think it's kind of just been swept under the rug a little bit as recently, that hasn't been in the news as much.
Yeah, no, definitely. One of our good family friends growing up who coached me in, football and other things, and just a great dude. He's a police officer, and he does a fantastic job at his work, and he's all for promoting, just helping in the community, trying to do the right thing. It's just the type of person he is.
Yeah.
And I think, some people are just naturally like that, like he is.
Yeah.
But, anyone can be conditioned or trained to act a certain way within their job. And I think you're right. Police officers are one where maybe, some extra money towards training and, what to do, what not to do. Don't get me wrong. It's an incredibly hard job.
Terrible job on you.
But there is things that can be done to help with that. So yeah, great point there. And lastly, we're going to turn to your presidential update as usual.